lineup from the Philippines won IESF in Yash, Romania.
Teams now just taking it slow. Boxy though, quite poked, and that's not good. That's gonna be arrow landing. Oppy forced to use that flicker, and revitalize popped as well. So 2 spells already triggered here by Philippines.
Man, he wings by wings, and he went back to the revitalize, but that's what I was saying. I was like, you know, the main thing is they really have to watch out for the arrows, because that's the, you know, that's always the move. Whoa, mid lane.
Mountain Shocker doesn't really help you. That's gonna be Decisive going down. That was the recovery, the backup from the Philippines. So fast, so swift, but yet so deadly.
Okay. As I was going into it, I was saying, you know, that's the main thing. You got to just dodge those arrows. The arrows being the hardest part about this lineup if you're Cambodia, but as I say it, he lands another!
Arcangel, so deadly on the Selena. It seems like already early invade from the side of Philippines. No purple buff for Decisive. Not a good early game here for the YSS.
Man, oh man, I mean, at this point, for Cambodia, it's really just... I don't know how many times I'm going to have to say it, man. Watch out for the arrows. Good response. Okay, that time they were ready. They were ready, Gani.
They were, and seems like they want more. Is this too ambitious? Saison pops the rhythm of beats. Oh, Oppy! No wings by wings. Great punish again from the Philippines.
It was a good response to make it there in time. And then, you know, good catch, but still, at least Cambodia's on the board. They were dealing with that too much. It's too bad the kill didn't go over to Oppy, but that's going to be, you know, nothing too big here. So, oh, Zing, he dashed in, secret vision. He should get under the turret.
Not enough to damages yet, though, but it's still the pressure right there. Damage testing, and it's like, it's enough, but not enough to be deadly towards Zing just yet. Let's see, though, it's a full reset here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a healthy lead for the side of the Philippines, and yeah, all mainly because of Arcangel on how he is able to just land those arrows again towards the right targets, towards the right time, and in the right timing.
This is pretty much a dead lane. I don't think we're going to see too much from the XP with an Esmeralda and Phoveus there. So rest of it is on pressure on the jungle and even down to the mid lane. That's why all the focus has been here, because not only is it because of the arrows, but that's just where you expect this action. Now, if they delay Oppy, that will have some effect, but ultimately a Farsa is always useful. Like, that's what I always say about Farsa. As long as you have a Farsa, like, your damage profile is always going to be pretty good with a Feathered Airstrike. If they can contest this turtle, it'll be great. Oh!
Boxy, very low AOG will connect. That's going to be, oh, Decisive popping here. In trouble, will not be able to get away. That's going to be Boxy again going down. Oppy very low as Cannon finds the flicker play. And that's just the members, just more members falling. Arcangel will not survive as Zing finds the connection. But Cannon again against the Phoveus under the turret. He does not care, as it is against just the Philippines finding the right trades.
They found the right trades through this too. I mean, again, for Cambodia, they're just trying to go ahead and scramble what they can and catch up to where they can. You can see the damage as well. Like, they are... That's not where you want to be with this kind of lineup. You know, your main damage dealers, even Decisive, for example, really hasn't been able to do much. He does go for a play here. Okay, as soon as I say it, at least Decisive will get one with a Mountain Shocker, but they're going to trade it out for the objective.
Seems like Wadu now caught stun. 3v2, not a good count there from side of Cambodia, but it seems like with reinforcements now, that's a great taunt. That's the AOG. That's going to be the Esmeralda going down in the mid lane. Feather Airstrike isn't able to connect two members, but yeah, by the way, Decisive got a very important kill top lane towards Requitiano. So let's see, will that be able, will they translate to the mid game to an okay mid game, because that early game was a shocker. Now it seems like they want to fight onto they want to fight more here. Unigo pops to revitalize. Mountain Shocker pops. That's the arrow landing, but Unigo will fall. Cambodia showing that they have more here in the mid game.
Hey man, they just completely switched on. You know, in the last minute and a half or two, even with that arrow, you know, Wadu's going to be tanky enough to deal with that. And that's what I was saying earlier. The feathered airstrike or the Farsa is always going to be of value. It took them some time to go ahead and get to this point, though, but especially for Zing, as he's been able to go ahead and farm up, this is going to be a different mid game that you see here. Now, they did lose, you know, the 2 turtles. That's going to be nothing too crazy out of hands. What Cambodia wants to do now is start to use this power spike in the mid game to start pushing down some of the turrets. Like, if they can go ahead and grab the tier 1s in the mid and top, that's going to be great for them in leading into that 3rd turtle, you know, the last one of the game here. But this has been the focus of the whole game, mid lane.
That's going to be the crowd control chain in the mid lane. Wings by wings, spent from Opie. Mountain Shocker, they want Canon. AOG doesn't land. Canon too fast there. Didn't even waste a spell. Now it's going to be Cannon again, just providing vision, just wasting resources. But Zeng jumps in, looking for an angle, force Arcangel to force his flicker. That's going to be Zeng in the front line, trying to deal damage. Canon flicker is out of danger. That's going to be revitalized, buying enough time. But that's Cambodia just taking the objective in that turtle. So it will not be a perfect one for the Philippines.
Yeah, great play again from Cambodia. They fought, they kept together, they got a kill, they got an objective, they got a turret. Now they might still continue to do this. You're noticing that they're rotating around together. They're securing a line. You know, they're cutting off the side of their jungle. Now they're going to make a play here for the mid. What are this Philippines going to do?
Oh, the damage, the burst damage, man, is more than enough to burst Esmeralda down. That's going to be Decisive again, finding a kill on towards Unigo. Philippines on the back foot here in the mid game officially. They lost their tier 1 in the mid, and that's not good. More vision, more map control to play around with from Cambodia.
This power spike is just too good for Cambodia right now for the lineup that they have. You know, early game, it was about buckling in and making sure that they didn't have to get hit by too many arrows, which is what the problem was in the early game. But after that was fixed, you're now seeing Cambodia's lineup work as a unit. And that's what I was mentioning earlier. They're staying together because this is really difficult to fight for Philippines. Just because at this point, you know, the arrows aren't going to do what they were doing in the early game. They're going to set things up. You can see even for Arcangel, he only has the Enchanted Talisman, right? So what they're banking on is that damage to come through from Rakutiano later on. This might be a fight they're going to take.
Under the turret, let's see, that's going to be all Esmeralda, Decisive, wow! Saison goes down alongside Decisive, both junglers now out of the picture. Canon will not be able to escape. Now Wadu trying to hold on there, very low, revitalized by Unigo, trying to also buy time, but it seems like Rakutiano and Arcangel will not be able to support. Great angling again, Cambodia. They know they are very strong on the team fights, and it seems like they're not hesitating.
Yeah, it's tough because even when you see that, it's like, it's Philippines knowing we don't have enough damage. Rakutiano was on that side, he was on that side of the jungle, but with as tanky as, you know, Boxy and Wadu are, he knows that I can't sit here and auto attack and, you know, do the Mozkov things until I really have those items that I need. I'm not sure if he's exactly at the Trinity yet here, but they're going to be a little bit too late for this Lord, so I think it just goes in the hands of Cambodia.
So he almost finds the perfect timing there. And shout out to Uppy. He's able to rotate towards the bottom side to have that far lane control. Lord, Cambodia, and Philippines, they are forced to play reactively now.
Yeah, they are, and this is what I'm saying. You have to go ahead and give time to Rakutiano and this Mozkov to build up. Not sure if we've seen the items just yet, but you can see Cambodia is locked in for the most part. The items that they need, the Holy Defense, that Holy Shield is going to pop. Feathered Airstrike will push Philippines back. But another big item pickup for Zing and Opie. Holy Crystal, now Divine Glaive, so this is that late game power spike now for Cambodia. That's why in the draft I was saying they're they're covered from start to finish for this. I'm not sure if they still get to push it into the base turret.
Gotta be careful. Zhang now finds an angle towards the front. Mountain Shocker doesn't really land. Saison, very bold. They're looking for an opening there. Doesn't really find the right connection, but seems like Cambodia is still holding on. 5 members still on the offense, and base turret wise, they have defended from side of Philippines, so will they force the mid now? That's going to be the arrow landing. Oh, feather airstrike. Oh my goodness, on! Bursted down. AOG, not enough time. That's Decisive, very low. And he's going to die. Ooh, the arrow, no. The trap did not do enough damage there towards Decisive. And he is still standing. 3 members deleted though from the side of Philippines.
Man, Cambodia again, like I was saying, their damage is so good, especially when they're just either if they were defending or if they were being the aggressor. It's so good because of this. The feathered airstrike allows you to go ahead and push people away, push people off, or give you that minor advantage in terms of space to work with when it comes to the bases, right? Getting to the base turrets here. So again, Philippines has to go ahead and adjust from this because this damage dealt meter looks very different now than it did just about 5, 6, 7 minutes ago, you know? And that's the thing. This is what I was saying also in the draft, Gani. I was saying that Selenas are great, especially in the early game like we saw. But the problem is, once it falls off in the late game, that's where you struggle, Canon!
Oh, burst it down.
You're not going to be able to get away.
Exactly, man. Just burst it down. They know they have a lot of AoE, and seems like the feather airstrike at this point, level 13. Yeah, the cooldown isn't too long. So, yeah, I got to keep in mind, Philippines, whatever you show, Cambodia for now can punish.
Yeah, that's tough. You got to find yourself a way to withstand this amount of damage being thrown at you.
Very well. Right here. Done. So top and mid eliminated. Cambodia, they're shifting their focus towards Lord here. It seems like Philippines, where they will contest. It seems like they want to find an opening here with the arrows. Will it be enough though? They are under farm. They are under the gold. Cambodia taking it slow. 24,000 HP on the Lord. Unigo doesn't really find the angle there. No shield unity. AOG though committed. Doesn't really find the right opening. Wadu very low. The damage though will come through as Unigo now. And back falls. Requitiano falling the second member there. Not a good sign for the Philippines.
Oh, Arcangel is running too. He's trying to clear that mid lane to delay the potential push here, but Cambodia is like, we'll just get the Lord. And it's been every team fight, Connie. Every single team fight, Cambodia has basically won. Yes, they might lose 1 or 2, but, you know, no one's got to zing. No one's been able to get to OP. A lot of the times, too, is it's just the power of having a Foveus and a Gatakacha. And then, of course, the YSS. Like, YSS provides you that information, but he's also kind of, like, that's what I was saying when we went to the team rosters, or leading into that. I was like, you know, Detective is just really good at being able to handle his own in the jungle. As you see here, with why I was saying the YSS is probably going to be a big contender for both the teams, and you can see why it works so well with this kind of lineup. Now, Philippines, when you look at it, it's like, can they actually defend against this push? Their clear isn't that great. Requitiano is the majority of the clear, and maybe the Joy, but they have to use things to defend here, like this.
Will crash. Oh, and eliminated. Now they can focus on the base, but Unigo falls as well. That's going to be Cambodia just sticking with 5. Base wide open, and ladies and gentlemen, we got a game. It's not for the Philippines, but Cambodia. What a shocker. They got the first game.
They lack damage.
Now,
I think here, though. Oh.
be careful. Oh, it seems like they want to commit to a fight. Uh-oh, Saison in a very sticky spot. Unigo trying to provide cover. That's a revitalized spot. No, as well. Oh my goodness, Saison taking a lot of damage there, and Canon actually stopped And another kill on the board.
Wadu
trying to find an angle on George Angel, but great recovery there. Great punish. Philippines takes 2.
Take 2.
Unigo no revitalize. 1 HP.
Oh, for Cambodia. They got to kill themselves, and that's in the hands of Wadu. So helps them with the XP lane. Setting things up. This is going to be an interesting first objective take, though. That turtle, to go ahead and grab that if they can. These level 4s are going to be important. That's why, you know, we want to see them grab it. Wadu has his. Boxy's still waiting for to have that full combo that we usually see. The fist crack, fist break combo from the Badang here. So Philippines will plan this. Whoa, Zing! Solo kill for Recrutiano.
Off-camera solo on a gold lane. So that's a very, very important kill already. 2 minutes in. Now it's a 4v4 still. Let's see. Detective Shield Unity pops. Looking for an opening. That's going to be Unigo. Oh, Canon! Very low. Oh my goodness. It's another solo kill. Top lane. It's a 1-for-1. Now, Detective very low. Looking for a kill on towards 1. That's Angel though. Another off-cam kill.
Gani.
Wow. What
Gani, that is
lane,
so
man?
funny. He, like, Recrutiano got that kill. Hold on, bottom lane?
Oh, Saison wasn't able to get out. Canon terrified. Wadu will secure that kill. Another kill on the board. Cambodia. What?
Okay.
What a recovery.
What a recovery. I know there was a ton of kills that happened, but what I was going to say, what happened earlier, Recrutiano got the solo kill. Zing came alive, and then he just spear destructioned back to Recrutiano, and that's how he got the kill. Because Recrutiano stayed.
Yeah,
he stayed that low health.
I mean, he must have, like, got a couple of turret hits, or was he that low?
I don't know, man, but what I do know is that Cambodia just swung it back in their favor with this lead. It was a great fight around that first turtle. That's why I was saying, I was like, this is going to be a great fight around the first objective. Yeah. Because the way the lineups work for both teams, especially when those level 4s are available, are going to be a very big push and pull between the two. Right now, you can see Boxy trying to set up. He's got the flicker available, so if they want to make a play on Recrutiano, they will be able to put pressure up there. I'm not sure if he's going to follow through this because the rotation is now happening up on top side, so I think Boxy's just going to have to disengage from this. It's going to get spotted out from Unigo. Actually, wait, they don't know yet.
No, I don't know. I think they have... Oh my goodness, that's a connection right there on towards the Farsa. But it seems like now Cambodia will collapse more. Oh, another kill on the board here as just Gatot Kacha will be the sacrificial lamb. Now, Cambodia, do they want to be greedy? It seems like no. Recrutiano is top lane. Got to deal with that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they do. Because at this point, you know, you're finding yourself in this situation here, Gani, where you got to be able to go ahead and adjust quickly. The previous one, you had Philippines adjusting quickly. Or no, Cambodia adjusted really quickly, you know? And so now it's Philippines. After that early game, it's like, all right, where do we get back into this game? Now, it seems to be it's going to be around the turtle, but look at this. I mean, even kind of...
Yeah. That's a neutral objective there. Uh-oh, Angel. That's the wings by wings spent. But again, this 2 turtles already collected here. Detective just slowly but surely leading. A level ahead for now. And now it's going to be Saison. Gotta be careful here. Oh, stunned up! That's going to be the Terrify connecting as well. Another airstrike just to zone members, and it will be enough to react the pressure that was built from the side of Cambodia. Nice to slowly but surely here. The Moskov is doing work as well. And with 6 minutes in, and seems like Cambodia is in control. Uh-oh, Zing once more here, top lane. Okay, good pull, good info. Zing is able to sidestep from that AOG, but that's just information for the side of Cambodia. Hey, they do not have the avatar of the Guardian. Now, SOD, finding Canon. That's a great...
All right, we back.
By the Philippines. Now, Oppie. will deal damage. Mid will be controlled by their EXPs respectively. Slowly but surely, Cambodia applying more pressure towards the top. Seems like they
Can you
will
hear me?
find the turret. Yes, sir, Mr. Naisu, sir. It's just Zing here, Naisu. Collecting the inner turret top lane. Nothing Philippines can do to answer that.
Yeah, they can't. I apologize. We're having... And so my power flickered for a second.
No worries,
but
bro.
it's a match again for Cambodia. I've been able to go ahead and see this, and now they're looking to make a play on the objectives here. And that's the thing when you think about what Philippines can do. It's really playing into the Wanwan, man. You got to be able to get that crossbow of Tang off. I think that's going to be a big part of it. Another thing is the Farsa. Like Farsa should be able to set up the damage, but this is what we're seeing. The objective control from Cambodia's lineup is so good right now. Look at the zoning potential they're able to do while Decisive just grabs his turtle.
Oh, that's the winner crown already popped. Wadu trying to survive more. Oh, Kanon stunned up. Now, Saison trying to deal damage. Will it be enough as Arcangel will be eliminated first? Now, Opi will be the trade by Saison. Now, Boxy and Zing will take care of Kanon top side. That's still a 2-for-1 in favor.
Cool, you know, to make sure it gets going the way that it needs to be. And that's why sometimes even we see some of those gold laners really struggle. I mean, if you think about the matches we've watched so far throughout the Asian Oceania qualifiers, a lot of the teams that would win very quickly, they bullied the opposing gold laner like 2 or 3 times, and then they were fine, you know?
Yeah.
But in this case, it's more so of this Wanwan just needs a good amount of time to get to fighting a fighting presence, if you will. And also the tankier members like Canon and Unigo need to get tanky enough to withstand that kind of burst damage that we're seeing right now from Cambodia. Cambodia is also just playing really, really well. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
They're very synced, and that's what I was saying when we saw their team roster was these guys look like one of the best versions of Cambodia's lineups that we've seen in a while.
Seems like they are in sync, and I like how they just are able to keep their distance as well, technically, right? With a lot of AoEs from inside of Philippines, it's yeah, they gotta calculate now. They want the mid. Is this the right call? Oh, good stun on towards Unigo. Saison now will not force the last insanity. Feather airstrike will be popped though. That's gonna be Decisive going in. Purify popped.
Oh.
Now Requitiano joining in. Oh, that's not good. The SOD nearly lands, but that's gonna be 1 kill on the board for Philippines. Now the fight that the Philippines want seems like they do not got it as Arcangel and Saison eliminated. I mentioned that they lack damage, but boy, this Valentina Oppi proved me wrong.
Dude, Opie took the last insanity and put enough pressure on the back line to clean up the kill there. It's just so good from Cambodia. The way that they're playing this, I know that Spirit Destruction didn't land, but even when Requitiano saw like the fight was breaking out, they responded to him so well. And you know, that's one of the things about Wanwan. She's pretty squishy. So he had no other option to do anything about that. So this fight for the Lord, it should just go in the hands of Cambodia. That the Retry's there, Decisive will get it. And that's the other thing. When that fight broke out, Decisive has been on point whenever that feathered airstrike is dropped down. You know, Decisive goes and he'll go ahead and shield Unity right towards Arcangel, and he has to stop it prematurely a lot of the times.
Yeah, it's just tough now because Philippines, I think their main play now is just banking on a good crossbow of Tang from Requitiano, which personally we have not seen in this game, unfortunately. Yeah, the chains, the connection, not really evident now. Let's see though. With the Lord marching top, Cambodia will have more control towards the bottom side of the map here as they want to take they want to trigger as many passives from the base turret as much as possible. Oh, take a look at the damage there. Oh, 1 HP. Requitiano, last insanity from Oppi will deal a lot of damage.
Wow.
And Cambodia now jumping in. Great pull from the glue to pull Decisive back. It's a 1-for-1, but it seems like it will be the turrets now taken care of. Base turrets left standing. Cambodia triggering the passive in the mid seems like top will naturally be triggered. The Philippines, they have defended quite well here in this first Lord push.
Yeah, they defended what they could. Again, they're clear and everything else is going to be pretty solid. You can see the Wishing Lantern picked up now by Arcangel. That might help with some of these tankier members, like I was saying, from Cambodia. But, I mean, look at this. 2,500 gold ahead for Zing right now in the Moskov against Rectiano. And that's the hard part. Really, we haven't been able to see him much of the crossbow of Tang just yet, you know, provide enough of that value. Now, he does have 3 of the major items here. Maybe a Wind of Nature will really help Rectiano choose these windows of opportunity, because you can see the damage dealt to. That's amazing that OP has been able to go ahead and juggle between taking the Feathered Airstrike and taking the Last Insanity and utilizing them really well in these team fights here. So again, Cambodia is just kind of locked in for this, man. And I think even by the time that next Lord comes up, it's going to be their fight to take. Seal's going to be used. Last Insanity hold on by OP. Where are they going here?
Oh no, Saison isolated there. A great setup play from Cambodia with that conceal SOD just to slow things down. Now the base turret quite vulnerable. Another wave is coming. Arcangel spent Feather Airstrike, so that's a green light. Last Insanity, my goodness, towards Arcangel. That will be it. Ladies and gentlemen, Canon, Requitiano, and as well as Unigo will not be able to hold on. Crossbow, a Tang just takes 1, and that's just Foxy. 5 seconds on the clock for Saison. Minion coming. Will he be able to defend? Let's see. Cambodia, offense with 4. OP trying to close the distance. That's Last Insanity already spent. That's going to be the damage. Not enough. Saison here trying to hold on. But ladies and gentlemen, we got a sweep. Cambodia takes game 2, and the Philippines, they are out.
Wow. Oh, wow. I did not expect Cambodia to sweep the Philippines when we opened up today here, Gani. I mean, props to them. Amazing gameplay, because they were locked in.
Do I feel like that game, or the 2 games that Cambodia played, top 5 lock-ins from Cambodia, man, of their life.
Of their life, yeah. No,
of their life. Top 5 lock-ins.
Hey, Gani, I agree, man, because they swept the Philippines. Again, this lineup from the Philippines won IESF in Yash, Romania, right? So if you open 2 years ago, if you open the website, it's them raising the trophy. So like Cambodia just beat them, you know, they just beat them. So that's something that they should be very, very proud of. The boys again from Cambodia, CFU Gaming. So congratulations for the sweep there.
Yeah, man, Isu, that was a fun series. Unfortunately, though, the Philippines are out.